Account management.
It's fun. It's also boring, but it's fun.
It's fun. And we also need AI in account management.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's talk about why we need AI in account management.
Yes.
It'd be so funny. So it would be so funny if you just kept giving the briefest answers to everything Phoebe says.
Yes.
We're like, so Jaden, let's talk about account management.
Okay.
Because we don't actually know
No, it's
about
true.
account management.
Um,
But Jaden's our resident expert in account management.
Yes.
He knows literally everything.
Okay, that's
excited.
No, we're
okay.
setting him up to fail.
I
He
know
knows
literally everything, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's why you should hire me. So,
Another self-plug.
what do account managers actually do? Well, to keep it brief, account managers, client managers, they just sit at the center of an agency. They are your main people because they are what gets everything from your client to your agency to the people, right? So they translate whatever client goals are there into briefs. They keep projects that are on track. They manage feedback and they protect the relationship between the client and your agency when things are there. So yeah, AI does not change any of these fundamentals that are there for a account and client manager, but it can change how fast and how clearly the work that you have across these teams and different channels are. So it can speed it up and it can make things so streamlined that it's genuinely peaceful. And being an account manager is not peaceful. Trust me on this. Ugh. So yeah. Yeah, are you guys ready to hear more?
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah. Shall we ask you about AI yet? Or do you want to say any more about it?
Okay, so basically what AI can do is a lot. They can basically take every bit of extreme amount of weight and pain off of an account manager in their day-to-day because
It sounds like you've really enjoyed your job.
I did because I was using AI, believe it or not.
Okay.
I was using Asana, which comes to this part. Asana is really good.
Pointing to the script.
Yeah,
We'll get
I
to
will point to
Asana.
my script. I have my notes down, okay? So Asana was really great out of personal experience because we had tons of briefs, emails, meeting notes that we just could put into proper projects and timelines, and we could assign people to them. So like people would know their duties and it would just make life so much more peaceful. Asana's AI would help us draft task lists, emails, flag different risks, and keep campaigns on track without having to manually check them every time, which is really fun. And there's also Hootsuite, which I haven't used personally, but I looked into it and it's really cool because they can centralize all client social channels. So whatever scheduling of posts, monitoring comments, monitoring performance, everything's in one place. And they have this Owly Writer and Owly GPT, two of their AI things, which help you generate on-brand social copies and different post variations and handle replies and everything. It's quite fun and makes life so much more easier, right?
So it sounds like having like a planner or a folder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it just does it itself.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously have to manage it and keep track of it and just look at it and make sure it's doing what it's doing. But once you feed it the right information, you can just get stuff and give it out, which makes things so much more easier. You don't have to use your brain power into that. There's also things like Jasper AI, which helps you create first drafts of marketing copies, ad text, captions, email sequences that for your creatives and your clients. And Otter AI for client calls, for transcripts, and just a bunch of things that have to do with meetings because meetings have a lot of words and you can just use Otter AI and get it done.
What does Auto AI actually do?
I believe it's a audio transcription thing. Yeah, they're quite cool, but they're very paid.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I couldn't go more
Again,
into detail
That
about
old
it.
chestnut.
Barred by our student economic status.
That's right. That's right. Unless
Unless
you sponsor us.
Yeah.
For just £5 a month,
So-
you can help Jaden achieve his dreams.
a hungry child.
Okay.
Hungry
Okay, we're
Jaden.
getting sidetracked. Anyways, so if you are in an agency, there's a few different tools that you'll need for like a genuine good sort of system, right? So you use Asana for your backbone of stuff where all your campaigns and your deadlines and approvals are all tracked and managed properly. You use Hootsuite as your social layer. So whatever social media related things are there, your deadlines, your campaigns, your reports and everything are just all in one place. And then, you can use ChatGPT and Otter AI for your thinking and memory area to handle communication and transcripts and all that fun stuff. All your notes, basically. And Jasper for getting new copies and creatives and account leads to have their own voice.
So it sounds like in kind of account management, it's a bit less about generative AI and a bit more about like overview, organization.
Yeah,
Like, would you say that's accurate?
It basically just helps you, like gives you a little nudge upwards, you know, because account managers
Left.
do a lot. I mean, besides managing literal accounts, you are also managing your client.
Yeah, sure.
You are like you are most of the times a communicator between your client and your agency. So you got to make sure that you have everything under control. And meetings with clients can be insane. There's a lot that they have to say, and there's a lot that you have to get back to your team. So using AI to be able to get you transcriptions, to be able to get your notes into one place is always a good thing. You can't go wrong with that. But AI it cannot do a lot of things as well for account managers. It cannot build trust. It cannot build empathy. It cannot build chemistry with your client. Yet human connection is needed. It cannot read the room in what could be a crazy, intense meeting or what could be extreme politics between a brand and a client.
To be fair, sometimes a lot of people also can't read the room.
That's so true.
It's true.
That's why we got rid of Kato.
Yep.
She couldn't read the room.
It also cannot take accountability when something goes wrong. That is something that only humans can do. Humans are the only ones that can take accountability. Have you seen a dog take accountability for its actions? No, you've not.
Actually, they can look really sad sometimes.
That's faking. They're faking it. They want a treat.
You can blame the accountability on the AI.
Jaden's very cynical.
I love dogs, by the way, guys. Yeah, and that also leads me to give you a few reasons as to why AI should not replace an account manager. If AI handles everything that a client needs to talk about, then the relationship between the client and the brand and the agency becomes more of a transactional, shallow thing with no emotion involved.
Yeah. Also, have you ever tried, like, I feel like if it was just an AI, like, you know, if you send text messages or emails, it can so often be misconstrued until you actually see the person in person, and then you kind of actually realize that it wasn't that deep after all.
Exactly. It's
There's
the same
also-
thing with AI. You don't have human. No human see, no what to do. Why did I say that?
You can't be asking your clients to talk to a chatbot in case
Yeah, it's
in,
true.
in case something goes wrong, and then the chatbot's like, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah,
and they're
it's
like,
true.
well, that's not very helpful, is it?
You know that people have the best reactions to chatbots.
Famously.
Famously.
Everyone loves a chatbot that goes, I don't know, try again. I don't know, try again.
Select one of these 3 responses.
Oh God.
So yeah, it sounds like AI can take care of your calendar.
Yep.
And then you can go and have beers with your client.
Exactly.
And be their mate.
Okay, well, yeah, you can be their mate, but you will need AI to also translate everything that you talk to them about. So that's fun.
Especially when you're really drunk with them.
Exactly.
And then AI is
You're having
the
a beer
one
with your mate and then you don't know
translating
what's happening. Just put Otter AI on and just let it transcribe everything that's happening.
it. And then when your boss is like, hey, what happened with that client?
You're like, I have an AI transcription here for you.
yeah, don't worry. And like, what, why were you slurring your words so much? You're like, well,
That's just life.
it's just the way it is.
It's just,
Okay,
it's just
should
the way it is.
should we shift on to why, like, we've touched a little bit on how AI can kind of help account managers. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more? Maybe more
Yeah.
on, like, why?
Yeah, so if it's used well, AI can become a really crazy advantage for account managers. So it can give time back by doing whatever repetitive tasks that you have. So note taking, summarizing, whatever reports that you have, it just does it all for you. You don't need to waste time doing that continuously every time, right? It can also reduce errors that may be there, because human error is a thing that we all know. And here's one good thing about AI: it doesn't have human error. It has its own error, but general computational. Excuse me.
Hallucination, real quick. It's called hallucination.
General-
Find that in the glossary.
Yeah.
Look in the glossary for what hallucination is.
So it reduces those errors, and whatever times when you'll be like, oh, I forgot what was said, I forgot what had to be done. It's like AI is like, I remember, here you go. And then it's like, yay, I don't need to remember anymore. So it might be bad for your brain, but it's good for the company. And that's what matters. And it also speeds up prep when it comes to making client decks, when it comes to drafting emails, recaps, everything that can be drafted, that will take like an hour to get a proper draft off, can just be done in minutes, and then just get a few polish done by the person who's handling the account and send it off. So yeah, it's a lot. It just makes life easier. It doesn't remove any work, but it streamlines your work and it gets you to where you need to be much more quicker.
Yeah.
So you're spending less time on something and you're making more out of it because you have more time to refine, you have more time to use your thought and your creativity to improve on it. So yeah.
I guess it kind of crosses over with creative there a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, let's not give them too much credit.
Yeah, hang on. Step back down, account managers. We can't all be creatives.
Yeah, look, all right, you best stay in your
Yeah, there are 3 lanes. And a mystery fourth one.
Yeah. Anything else to add to that, Jaden? Or are we...
Well, one last thing is your risks if you use it badly. Generic work. Do you really want to have generic work? Because AI loves that. AI slop is just great. It just gives you generic, boring things with boring prompts and boring outputs, and then you end up sounding like every other agency, and you don't end up having a uniqueness to your voice, which is sad. And this one's fun. You have a risk of oversharing sensitive or confidential client data into external systems. Please keep that in mind. The last thing you want is to have confidential data just be there on an LLM and then suddenly someone else is asking it something and it's been trained off of that data and it's like, oh, I know this. And it's like, oh my God, how?
There are things in my Google Drive that I would not want in an email.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
exactly.
sharing that on the
We did
podcast.
not need to know that.
You might find out what they are in the glossary.
So yeah, and there's also that thing where the risk of speed becoming more important than the thoughtfulness that goes into something. So your quality of advice and your quality in general just drops, and you don't end up having something that would be perfect with just humans, right? But you can gain a lot from it when you use it well. You get the headspace for proper conversations, especially with your clients, and it's not just admin work and then trying to figure out what needs to be done. You gain consistency with what you need to do because you have notes for everything. You know exactly what needs to be done and who is doing what, especially with Asana. And you gain the capacity to do a lot more complex things because you're not spending so much time on stuff. And well, in the end of the day, better work because humans have ideas and strategy and can boost relationships further because all the heavy work that you would normally do and bore yourself with is automated. So you can do the fun, creative, insanity stuff. So yeah, account managers, take note.
We love them.
Well,
They do a lot. They are the backbone. Okay, don't say well.
well,
No, we do. We do.
It's a terrible job, but it's really fun.
they love them.
Yeah. Daniel loves them too.
Anyway, that's been us for account management.
Yeah. Don't let AI manage your work. Don't let it direct it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you should also always be sitting in the seat of control and also be proofreading things.
Yeah. Like what we're going to do after this. We're going to proofread everything that has to go up onto our website.
Probably.
Because, oh my God, there's so much.
Like the glossary.
Yeah, the glossary.
Anyway, it was lovely chatting to you guys about account management, and we will see you in a different part of the website probably.
Bye-bye.
Go find us.
Bye.
Bye.